Hello, we are at Mrizi I Zanave, which is a agro-tourism farm about 20 minutes from Lezhë. Most of their products are locally sourced. They have a lot of surrounding farms that they work with for their products, and we're going to hopefully get a tour later on, but for now we're just going to walk around the area on our own.
I've also heard that there's a place that makes handmade products, Zadrima, around here.
Oh yeah?
So I'm very curious to see that as well. And you buy a couple of nice products.
Tu është agro-Fishtë, që është në funksion të restorantit. Pak a shumë 80-90% produkteve që ju konsumoni të restoranti përpunohen këtu.
I'm going to move to a voiceover here just to summarize and translate, but this is Fishtë, which is a production center that provides for the restaurant. 80 to 90% of the products consumed at Mrizi I Zanave are made here. The area used to be a prison, but now it's been transformed into a production center for the restaurant. So we'll talk about some of the rooms in Fishtë. And first, this is the cheese room here. So here they have Kachkaval cheese, which is a bit like cheddar. There's also smoked ricotta and cheeses with wine, pomegranate, etc.
Ooh, akoma. Oh, that's so good.
Next, we have a room with pumpkin, pomegranate, and other products. Wild pomegranates hold a special place in Mrizi's cuisine. They use the pomegranates for juices, flavoring cheeses, and also for making jams. The pumpkin is used in their byrek, and they also use it for jam too.
It's like a dough jam.
In the room with the jams, they have different flavors. They have wild blueberries, they have wild blackberries, and wild roses. Here we have the smoked meat room. So the process for the meat, it first gets marinated for 7 days, and after that it's smoked for 3 days in the smoking room. Finally, it's stored in the refrigeration room for 3 months. We also have the wine room here. While the raki here is made with using the traditional methods, Mrizi uses the latest technology to make wine. Most of the wine here is made using Kalmet grapes, a kind of grapes unique to Albania and found in the nearby areas. Overall, the production center Fishtë was very impressive, and clearly it's proven extremely successful for providing the best local products for Mrizi's cuisine.
It was so amazing. I love the idea that this place used to be a prison, and 4 years ago they built all this. All the products come from local villages, from local farms. They showed us different areas. So the area where they process fruits, they make amazing jams. They're very creative with the way they use the food products, and the area where they process meats, the smoking room, and then the refrigerating room, and also the area where they make cheeses. And oh my god, it was like a cheese heaven. So many different kinds of cheeses, and like I can't wait to buy a couple. And the wine canteen, which was amazing.
Yeah. Gazuar. What is in it?
It's got ricotta and pickles.
Then the appetizers, we also had pickles, olives, pickled onions, byrek with beans, different cheeses, fresh bread, potatoes, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, butternut squash. And for the main, Fiet had a vegetarian pasta and I had a pork. All of it was extremely fresh and tasty. That's amazing. But I think the highlight was definitely the dessert. For the dessert, we had a plate which had pomegranate with blueberries, a cheesecake with pomegranate, a pomegranate drink or smoothie, and what I think was a fresh mango ice cream. We also had these donuts filled with a chestnut jam and a pine syrup.
Ooh.
Now show it to the camera. The next morning we had some baklava. Again, we had cheesecake with pomegranate, we had some byreks, pickles, different jams, fresh juice, Brussels sprouts, and eggs and petala. The breakfast was in a buffet style and there was a lot of variety. By the way. And this, and that. And then this weirdo. It's the famous room. So peaceful, huh? You can see all the farms in the back. Oh.
She's surprised by the camera.
Yeah, she's like, what's going on? And this is our room. It's got such a cool interior. The bathroom has like a glass window all the way across, but then you can pull the blind. A nice view out the window. And yeah, excited. Towards the end of our trip at Mrizi, Zanave, the owner, Altin, drove us around to show us some small businesses in the area. Altin will often buy local products from these artisans and sell them within the Mrizi Zanave shop. The first business we arrived to was actually at someone's home. This was in a village close to Mrizi Zanave, and there was an older woman and an older man, and both of them had their own crafts. The woman would weave things like tablecloths, aprons, and blankets. The man actually made the weaving machine for the woman about 40 years ago, and it still works perfectly. And the man would make baskets out of sticks. He says that sometimes he can make 3 to 4 baskets a day. We really appreciated that this family brought us into their home and showed us their work. We actually ended up buying a beautiful tablecloth, which we can't wait to use. Next, we stopped at this business which makes handmade soaps. Third, we stopped at a pottery studio run by brothers. One of the brothers showed us around the studio as well as how he makes his pottery.
This has been from his grandmother, Ben, and it's over like 100 years old. And he's trying to bring like the designs of the past back, like the ethnographic designs. To put them in the ceramics, like.
He also told us that he studied pottery in Italy.
So then he exports to like the region, like Kosovo, Montenegro.
That's good because these are so fragile. I can't imagine, it must be hard. But what is really unique about what he does is that he collects and creates the clay on his own from local areas.
He doesn't buy, but he gets it from the local area. He dries it in the baths outside, and then he uses the machinery to make it like fully ready like this.
The last place we stopped at was another pottery studio which really had some beautiful designs. For these businesses that use social media, I'll make sure to put the @ in the description below. Overall, we were really excited to meet these local artisans and we were really impressed with their work. We hope that we can find more ways to support their work during the pandemic. Driving around the area, we began to realize how many skilled artisans there were. Many of them are making unique products using traditional methods that are sadly and slowly disappearing. What we've learned is that with better coordination, more support, and the right incentives for artisans, there's a great potential for development of sustainable tourism. Mrizi has done a great job working with these local artisans and supporting them. If you ever are in Albania, I would 100% recommend visiting Mrizi. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section below. And my next video will probably be back in Tirana. Okay, bye.